Hey, my name is 𝘊𝗄𝗏 and I'm a spiritual business coach for female coaches and light workers. I help you become full-time and thriving using spiritually infused mindset, marketing, and sales strategy. On today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to unlock your niche using a very unconventional and spiritual method. Now, this method that I will be sharing with you is straight from inside of UCB, my 8-week blueprint program for new female coaches and light workers. I'm actually currently open for enrollment inside of UCB. So by watching today's episode, you're gonna get a direct hands-on experience on what actually goes on inside this mentorship program, because it is not your average mentorship program. I'll tell you that for sure. Now, before we get started, make sure you hit subscribe below, because every Thursday I post free videos for you to up level and become a soul-aligned six-figure coach. So make sure you hit that button so you never miss a beat. So about this method that I will be going over today, I want you to really think about it more of this like mindset experience that I'm going to be walking you through. And as I walk you through this, you're going to have a completely different perspective on how to uncover who you're here to serve. We should probably review what your niche is, right? Your niche is a subset part of an audience or the population that you are specifically speaking to and that you are creating your offer for. It's a very hot topic of debate whether you need a niche or not in your coaching business. I so happen to be a coach that 1,000% believes that you need a niche, at least at the beginning of your business. So until you get to that six-figure plus level, having a niche is going to help you for many reasons. First, it helps you become a specialist in what you are offering as a coach. And second, it also helps you build authority in that specialization. So it's really important that if you actually want to work with me, that you're on board with this idea that I'm going to help you hone in on a very specific kind of person that you're here to help with a very specific kind of offer to help that person. This is what is going to help you get to that six-figure mark. Now, uncovering your niche is also a very big stressor point for new female coaches and light workers. They're like, I don't know how the fudge to find my niche. I've been there. In fact, in my own journey, it took me months to uncover my niche. And I went through the process that I did so that I could be here today sharing with you what I've learned. You're going to want to take some notes because this is very important. Okay, so this is the very unconventional spiritual method of unlocking your niche. And that is, you uncover your niche by visiting a previous version of yourself. Yep, you heard that right. So what I want you to do is I want you to think back to a life experience, and maybe the last 3 to 4 years, where you have transformed a lot. So some area of your life, maybe it's your health, maybe it's your mindset, maybe it's your spirituality, maybe it's in your self-love. I want you to stop and reflect on, okay, what is a transformation that I've undergone that has really shifted who I am or what I do? And as you're starting to think, it oftentimes happens to be the first ideas that just drop in your awareness, by the way. But then I want you to then think about the experience through this lens. And that is as an initiation. Now, you went through what you went through in this evolution of yours. So let's say maybe it was in your mindset. Maybe you noticed that you went from having a perfectionist mindset to being much more open and balanced. So through this life experience, as you start to think about it, I want you to think about the most difficult parts of this evolution that you went through. Like, what were some of the biggest obstacles that you encountered? And I also want you to reflect on what it felt like to go through these obstacles on your own. So coming back to this word, the initiation, there's a very divine reason why you have specifically been dropped in your awareness, this experience that you're thinking of right now, and that why you went on it on your own. You went through it on your own as the initiation to then be the one to lead others down the same path that you went on. Let that sink in for a second. This is where we start to see the spirituality tie into niche creation, because there's a very karmic reason why you had to go through what you did on your own so that you could come out the other side to lead others based on the wisdom and the codes that you downloaded in the experience. So it's not like you're just choosing a niche of like, I just want to work with entrepreneurs, or I just want to work with moms. You were basing it off your own experience, your own karma, your own connection. Because who is going to be better to lead someone else down a path than someone who's been on that path themselves? So again, as you're tuning into this journey you went on, you can even get more specific by asking yourself, what is one kind of guidance that you wish you could have had on that journey? And I'm going to tie in an example from my own life so that this can all make sense to you, because this is quite like esoteric. But for instance, before I created UCB, I had to go through a journey on my own of growing my coaching business without the kind of guidance that I needed, which is someone who understood how to tie my spirituality to my coaching business, to the business strategy, to the marketing. So I went through it. Like, yes, I had a business coach, but she wasn't necessarily helping me in this angle that I've now created myself. And so I had to go through it on my own. And I was looking, okay, what was this transformation? Well, it was a mindset and a business transformation. I went from not really believing in myself and having a lot of imposter syndrome and doubts and fears to then creating this offer, this structure, this program where I infused intentionality into it. And I was connected to my spirit guides and to spirit every step of the way. And I really wish that there could have been someone who like really spoke my language, right? Like connected to the galactic beings and to higher realms. So then that's what led me to then niche down and specifically target female coaches and light workers with a very specific problem, helping them create an unstoppable business while keeping their spiritual intentions intact. See how it all flows together? So just know that we cover this like 10 miles deeper than what I'm sharing with you now, but you're getting a taste of how unlocking your niche can actually be much more simpler than you ever realize, and also very like spiritual in the unlocking of your niche. Like it doesn't have to be this like boring, frustrating thing. It can be very exciting and very soul aligned. So if you're watching this and you're feeling the call, guess what? UCB is still open for enrollment. And I'm currently taking on new clients in that program. So if you want to learn more information about that, you can go to reginaosilva.com or click the link to my website below. And if it vibes with you, you can actually join the waitlist and book a call all from the website.